Yo! What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
Yeah, it's a scary movie. Alien Romulus.
Thought that was scary movie.
Nope, that is a movie. This is a scary movie.
Right.
Does a lot of work there. This is the 50th Alien movie?
50? Jesus Christ. Give or take. You know. A dozen.
Yeah, I don't know. There's been a bunch of them. Probably couldn't name them all successfully. I would forget one for sure.
I can name two.
What are the Alien movies you've seen?
Alien and Prey.
That's not an Alien movie.
Yeah, it is.
Nope.
I've seen
it's just not.
Alien Covenant and the first one.
Which is an insane selection.
I saw Covenant first in theaters because my friends forced me to go.
I've seen all of them because I like this franchise quite a bit. Let's dive right in and see what the Romulan introduction to Can you imagine?
Romulans are
Can
here?
you imagine if it was like, by the way,
Star
Gene
Trek crossover.
Roddenberry,
Yeah,
let
okay.
us use the Romulans for this?
Yeah, sure.
Let's dive right in. Come on, let's do this.
Is this really where you want to spend the rest of your life?
You know I don't.
It's a beautiful shot.
Yeah, well.
Then this is our only ticket out of here.
This looks kind of expansive.
It's a bunch of kids, isn't it?
I mean, they're probably like early 20s. Oh, that's fun. Lighten it up from the back.
What's happening?
Fun is not what I...
What?
Something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the
No,
water?
there's just something in the fucking water.
Betty Alvarez really likes to show the penetration.
Open the door, come on.
Run.
Damn. They're really leaning into the Facehuggers part of this. Nice way to call back to the original trailer here. What the fuck?
Are you sure you want to do this?
No, I'm good, actually. I'm okay.
You're not gonna come with me?
I'm glad that you asked, but, it's gonna be
August?
a nope.
August.
You're not gonna make me see that during my birthday month.
August.
There is no way.
August. Just put it out in October.
Why?
Because August is the end of summer.
Uh-huh.
People want like one last feel good moment before the school year starts
Feel
over again.
good? Feel good.
That is the point that I'm trying to make. That's literally what I'm saying.
Oh, I was like, what?
I'm saying put it in October when
Right,
people when things start to get a little bit cold, cuffing season begins, couples start to couple up, and you want to go to a scary movie so you can jump on your partner. It's like the traditional cycle of life. These movie theaters are like, oh, Aliens, that's a summer blockbuster. It isn't. It is a scary movie. Put it out at February 14th for Valentine's Day and put it out in October. That's when it's going to make money. But no, you put it out in Guardians of the Galaxy time, and it's not going to do Guardians of the Galaxy because it's not fun. You don't take your kids to this.
No.
I just feel like movie studios have forgotten how to make money at movies. It's wild.
They forgot how to movie.
Like, who's going to see horror at the end of August? At beginning of, not even the end of August. I think it was like August 6th.
I'm pretty sure I saw Alien Covenant in theaters in the spring.
August 16th. Bad date. Bad date. I'm sorry.
Like,
bad date.
I don't think that's like really given much consideration. I think Covenant was like in the spring.
Covenant
Could be
didn't
wrong.
do well.
Well, sure, yeah.
And I liked Covenant. It wasn't my favorite, definitely. I liked it better than Prometheus, but wasn't my favorite. I really like Fede Alvarez. I think that he's a talented director. Evil Dead Rise The horror elements of it really worked for me. I felt like the plot was slightly lacking.
Okay.
It just was like, I understood the trying to keep it all within like an apartment building in one night vibe of it, but the movie just, it didn't really work for me, unfortunately, even though I thought some of the scares were great and I thought the physical effects were awesome. Here we have, again, like the physical effects look wonderful.
Yeah.
I think the movie looks visually very stunning. I'm hoping
will
the
agree, 100%.
plot, you know, and the characters, you know, I think that what really makes people love Alien is Ripley,
Right.
because we cared about her so much and her journey meant so much, and then, you know, her clones and all of that stuff. But
It gets wild.
it gets wild. But I think that, like, I think that one of the things that I think that Fede Alvarez did really well in Evil Dead Rise was that I thought the family dynamic really worked. And so I'm hoping that this, like, group of, like, early 20s mismatched, like, found family, this chosen family here, I hope that they come together in a way in this movie that, like, makes us care and gets us invested. I think too many horror movies are coming out with these kind of collection of tropey idiots that don't really seem to have much connection to each other. And so
you're like, oh, well, if they die, I mean, yeah, they fucked up. You like, you
yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah.
The thing about characters dying in horror movies that is wonderful is the breaking of the bonds of their relationships, right? Is the kind of shattering of the friendship dynamic. And what does it mean for this friendship dynamic to lose people? But when you have a group of characters, none of whom are connected to one another, as people die, it's like, oh no, somebody died.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter as much to the audience because they don't have that connection. So I think setting up these people as people we care about, which I thought the original Alien is a masterpiece film in doing.
Yeah.
Like, you understand that crew's connection with one
For
another.
sure.
You understand what it means when they're losing each other.
Yeah, I didn't like horror. I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
And you know, like I got quite a bit out of it, considering, because it wasn't just about the horror elements, right? Which, you know, like you said, that already looks pretty banger.
It looks like they've got that.
Yeah, so hopefully they've got the story side of it as well, because I think that is really what makes the difference between a hit and a flop when it comes to horror. Because nowadays effects, unless they're like meant to kind of look cheesy and dumb, like, you know, effects have gotten so good over the past couple years that, like,
It's rare that I'm commenting on special effects these days.
yeah, they
And
usually
even
are pretty solid.
when I am, sometimes it's like, you know, like Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, where, like,
Sure.
some of it doesn't look as good as the rest of it.
Right.
But, like, there's so many effects in that movie that it's just like,
It's
that's
like
a numbers game.
70% effects.
I will say, I think that choosing to give more focus to the horror of the Facehuggers, which are usually given a moment in each picture, but to actually have, even there's multiple moments where the Facehuggers are the horror in this trailer.
Yeah.
I think is a really smart step. I think that I do not want to see them continually try to make bigger, badder aliens. I don't think that that's what this franchise is about. And every time they try and outside of Aliens, obviously with the Queen, I think the Queen is the perfect alien. Like, obviously the main alien's the best one, but like the Queen, every time they try and make like this is the worst it doesn't work because
Alpha
it's
alien.
already great. It's about the people and their response to it. That's what makes horror work. And I think that if they can nail that here, it looks great. Fede Alvarez is a very talented director, right? It's really just going to come down to, do these characters make us give a shit about losing them in the way that Ripley and her crew did in the original?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know. I'm stoked. I have never not... Well, I shouldn't say that. Every single Aliens movie that has come out since I was about 11 in theaters, I've seen in theaters. I love this franchise. I'm a big fan. Ripley is one of the greatest characters ever put on film. And I think that one of the difficulties of the franchise as a whole is that Ripley is one of the greatest movie characters of all time. And it's really hard to follow up one of the greatest movie characters of all time in a franchise where you're just kind of like, well, yeah, but it's not Ripley. And so if this movie can just make me forget about that for a minute, I think it'll be very successful.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm going to miss David Fassbender making himself play the skin flute. Crazy. You've seen that movie. Isn't that one in Covenant?
Yeah.
Or is that in Prometheus? I can't remember.
I think it's...
The super sexual scene with 2 David Fassbenders and a flute.
Yeah, it's really awkward.
Wild.
Yeah.
It's not awkward. It is my favorite. That might be one of my favorite scenes ever put to film, because like 40 people on set sat there for days making it work with the 2 of them.
Yeah.
Him being in it twice. So many people went into that scene. That is not very much. It just doesn't matter that much to the movie.
Yeah.
It's I'll
They
never
put a lot
forget
of
it.
effort in.
I love weird shit, and that's the weirdest of the weird. You have any other thoughts?
No.
I didn't recognize anyone, which I liked.
Oh, the guy who spoke, he looked like he was from something, but that I like couldn't put my finger on. Like no one was obviously like A-list celebrities, but I swear to God, I've just seen his face in something.
I just liked that it felt like a young up and coming cast.
Yeah.
Of people I don't know. I don't have any pre-attachment to anybody from like other projects like I did with the last couple of Alien films, where it felt like they kind of pulled like some comedians and people for that. This is I'm excited to get to know new people.
Yeah.
If you like the video, like, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave me comments down below because the algorithm got us hungry. We must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is
Ripley.
She's
What
not
a
in
legacy she's left.
Wow. See, this is the problem with Alien. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
And as always, wah!
Do something scary tonight.
Ooh, scary.